There lived two dogs who were the best of friends. Alfred, a spirited husky with striking blue eyes, and Green, a gentle Labrador. They were inseparable, a duo that brought joy not only to each other but to everyone who knew them. As the seasons changed, however, so did the health of their beloved friend, Green. It began with a slight limp, which soon escalated into an inability to play fetch or even trot around the yard. Alfred noticed the change in Green's demeanor. The spark that once lit up his eyes was dimming. The vet's diagnosis was not what they had hoped for. Green had a serious illness, and the chances of recovery were slim. The news hit Alfred hard. He would often sit beside Green, resting his head on his friend's side, trying to comfort him. They would share silent conversations, their eyes speaking volumes of love and understanding. Alfred would nuzzle Green gently, as if trying to impart some of his own strength to him. But deep down, he felt the weight of despair. He knew time was running out. One crisp autumn morning, the owner, a kind-hearted woman named Sarah, visited the vet with Green. She spent hours by his side, her heart breaking as she watched her faithful companion struggle. Alfred, unable to join them, waited anxiously at home. He could sense something was wrong. The house felt emptier without Green's playful barks echoing through the halls. Days turned into weeks, and the bond between the two dogs only deepened. Alfred would often sit by the window, watching for Sarah and Green to return. Each time he heard the sound of footsteps, his heart would race, hoping it was them. But as the weeks dragged on, hope began to wane. Then, one fateful day, Sarah returned home, cradling Green in her arms. Alfred rushed to the door, his tail wagging furiously, but as he saw Green's frail form, his heart sank. Green was still with them, but he was a shadow of his former self. The two friends locked eyes, and in that moment, everything was clear. They both understood the reality of the situation. It felt like a goodbye, a final farewell. Sarah gently laid Green on a soft blanket in the living room. She sat beside him, tears streaming down her face as she whispered sweet words of encouragement. Alfred, sensing the gravity of the moment, curled up next to Green, resting his head on his friend's shoulder, offering silent support. As the evening wore on, something remarkable happened. Green, who had been so lethargic, began to stir. His eyes flickered open, and he looked at Alfred with a glimmer of recognition. It was as if the warmth of their friendship ignited a spark within him. With a soft whimper, he nudged Alfred, and in that instant, a wave of determination washed over him. Sarah, noticing the change, felt a flicker of hope. She encouraged Green to stand, and to everyone's surprise, he slowly rose to his feet. Alfred barked excitedly, urging his friend on. The two dogs took tentative steps toward each other, and in that moment, the bond they shared became a lifeline. As days turned into weeks again, Green's recovery was slow but steady. With Alfred by his side, encouraging him every step of the way, he began to regain his strength. They resumed their playful antics, chasing each other through the yard, their laughter echoing through the air. The bond they shared had proven stronger than the odds stacked against them.